understand what the potential risks are. Now, for you as a business, if you're looking at integrating blockchain into your business, recognize that it's a very disruptive technology, right? I myself believe that blockchain and cryptocurrency are going to change the way that we do things. I love the fact that the panel prior to this was talking about transparency. You can see the code. You can get on there, you can look at it. A public ledger, right? That's huge. Imagine what it's going to do for things like big pharma, technology, when we don't have to worry about the threats of big pharma coming in and crushing ideas because it's all on the public blockchain. It's huge, right? Matter of fact, I'm involved with an ICO right now that is tackling some of those problems. So for you, make sure if you're getting involved in blockchain, you're bringing on a development team. There's a lot of people out there right now that know a little bit about blockchain, they know a little bit about coding, and they're selling their services to people when they've got no experience. My favorite right now is like I got a guy that contacted me out of the blue, and he's like, "Hey, you want to get involved in mining?" I'm like, "Awesome. What do you got?" I have an exclusive deal, an exclusive affiliate with blockchain. He's got the only thing out there, right? He's got the only thing out there. But this is what I'm talking about. This is the level of fraud and scam that we're seeing at the basic level. Because there's so few people that really understand the technology behind it that they really open themselves up to risk. Okay? So just know that not everybody out there in the blockchain world is legit. Not everybody that says they can do what they say they do is actually actually doing that. Cryptocurrency and blockchain brought out all the frauds and scams tenfold. Business was complex enough to navigate, throw blockchain into it, it just increases the amount of risk that's out there. Case in point, we opened up this vertical for our firm in June of last year. And since June of last year, we've already identified over 100 frauds and scams. They're targeting investors as well as other businesses just because they're associating their words with Bitcoin, blockchain, and so forth. Okay? So it is literally huge, the amount of fraud and scams that are out there. And so I want to invite everybody here to go to Facebook. We run a free Facebook group. It's called Cryptocurrency Due Diligence. We've got about 600 some odd members in there. It's free to join. All you have to do is go click on it. We're constantly putting out new information, sharing information to help people make educated decisions on how to navigate Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and the blockchain world. So I know they want to open this up to questions. Any questions on what fraud and scam looks like for your business or in the cryptocurrency section? Yeah, the Facebook group is Cryptocurrency Due Diligence. It's the only one out there.
Somebody is developing and working on a project like this. Do you have any advice on how to make yourself as legit as you are, or like how do you be sensitive?
Absolutely. So one of the projects I'm involved with has put together a whole due diligence and transparency package, meaning that not only is the information available in the business, but you can actually go read all the information on the team itself. And so one of the things I love about blockchain is, again, the transparency piece. But if you've got a team that is not operating in full transparency about who they are, what they've done, even if they've got derogatory information in the background, there's ways to paint that information to make yourself look even better. Okay? The big ICOs that concern me are the ones that have no information about the team, who they are, what they're doing. It just says, here's a great idea, here's the white paper, but you have no idea who's behind it, right? I get it. Blockchain is supposed to provide some level of privacy and anonymity and all those kinds of things. And from a relationship standpoint, we should want to know who the people are behind it, because that's going to give us a lot more insight as to what the business is actually doing, what the project can actually do. Because if somebody sitting in their mom's basement hasn't actually built a team, right, that's going to give you some good insight as to whether or not that project can actually exist, move forward.
There would be some reasonable expectations on the milestones. Doesn't even evaluate anything with our students.
Absolutely, absolutely. Things like, what have they done? Who they work with after developing a new blockchain? Okay, well, who's Who are the developers? What has that development team done? Right? What are the projects that they've been involved in? Now I get it, blockchain is still relatively new. There's a lot of companies out there that are still brand new and whatnot. We have to kind of allow for those kinds of things. And even if the development team is still new to blockchain, the individuals that make up that team have certain credentials that give them some level of legitimacy to show you whether or not they can actually accomplish what it is they want to accomplish.
Is there a way to find out what cryptocurrencies operate in the dark web?
I would say probably all of them. Matter of fact, there's new technologies out there that are using dark web technology. 9-layer securities, one of the projects I'm involved with that's actually using dark web technology to make it more secure and take it off the primary internet, because the internet right now has only got 7 layers of security. The internet that we're going to be using is actually 9. So I would just make an assumption that a lot of people are like, oh, Bitcoin's on the dark web. It's being used for illegal things. Well, so is cash. Has been for years. Right?
Are there any legal lending platforms? I know USI Tech was closed down in US and Canada. I guess they're back up. I haven't checked. And BitConnect went down, Davor. And is that the same thing as a bot? I see people in the little chat saying, "Oh, I'm getting a little money on a bot." Now they go, "Okay,
so there's all sorts of different things out there. So you have, first and foremost, just like to put this out there, I am not a cryptocurrency expert. I'm a risk mitigation expert. I understand how to mitigate different risks. But to your question, there's various different things. There's trading, there's arbitrage, there's mining, there's lending, there's all these different things. Bots, right? There's bots that actually will automatically trade for you. Each one has its own level of potential risk. The lending world, okay, that has come across my desk a lot lately. Most of the lending platforms out there don't have the team behind it to back it up. Most of them have failed. Almost all of them have failed, right? And it comes down to what's your mitigation risk, by all means. If you go into it eyes wide open, knowing that it's probably going to fail, and you're okay losing whatever money you put into the middle, take that into consideration. More importantly, before you choose to get involved with any project of lending, mining, arbitrage, trading, whatever it is, make sure you understand who the people are behind it, determine whether or not they can actually do what it is that they say they can do.
Is there a standardized risk scoring mechanism that you use or anything? For example, let's say I had a host of people that I wanted to pass through, some risk score, almost like reputation management.
Yeah.
Is there something that you use like that?
No, I tend to stay away from that, mainly because for our clients' needs, it's impossible to standardize.
More one-on-one with you guys.
It's impossible to standardize because your risk aversion level needs are different than your risk aversion level needs. You might be more comfortable going with somebody that's got this, and this, and over here it might be a deal breaker for somebody else. Mm-hmm. So we tend to customize what we do for our clients based off their own risk mitigation.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the last question, unfortunately. One more question.
What do you make of companies that basically have nothing to do with the blockchain space at all, but are trying to use ICOs to raise money as an alternative venture capital? How would you advise clients who are going to try to work with a company like that from a fraud prevention?
I would make sure that you look at the company itself and what they're doing it for. I see a lot of people that are using ICOs and they've created a token or a coin that is nothing more than a glorified coupon code for that business. To me, that kind of undercuts the whole purpose of blockchain and cryptocurrency. And so I would just make sure that if you're going to get involved with a company that's doing that, you understand exactly what that blockchain, what that ICO is doing. Because if it's, what was this Telegram? How many billions of dollars did they raise in their ICO? Right? They own 100% of the rights to that business. What was $1.3 billion in a matter of 24 hours, something like that? It's crazy. That money is theirs. They get to use that. Right? How are they going to implement that while being involved? Is it going to actually be a coin that's going to bring value to people that invest in it, or is it solely serving the purpose of the company?
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Justin. If you have any questions for him, you can meet him right out outside in the lobby and ask your questions at this time, but we are going to keep it moving with Alexander Kotelin, who is an accomplished attorney discussing how blockchain can jolt the title insurance world. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Alexander!
Whoa, accomplished. That's a lot to live up to. I'm glad that I had the opportunity